Now there are some old world gold farms that are still worth doing even today, and some that I truly love doing. So today we'll be exploring the Essence of Air gold farm. Let us begin. Okay, so located within the zone of Silithus within Kalimdor, and at coordinates 30.2 to 24.6 is the gold farm for the Essence of Air. Judging by all of this, what you're going to be wanting to do is pull up your Worth It recorder and therefore be able to start this gold farm. What you're going to be wanting to do is by killing the air elementals within the zone. I would highly recommend having auto loot on if you don't have already, and by doing this farm you'll be wanting to kill all of these elementals in kind of a circular shape fashion and looting them accordingly. A lot of them are quite spaced out, so if you are actually farming this will take you a good while to get from each mob, so I always would recommend having a druid in order to go into flight form, get to those mobs, or travel form in general. Worth It estimates that you'll get around about 21 Essence of Air, 46 Elemental Air, and 37 Breath of Wind. This gold farm is generally one of my most favourite ones, and in addition to this, if you want to push this a bit further with all of the materials that you're crafting, you can always use this to gain enough materials to create the Tome of Illusion Azeroth, which will give your characters additional appearances and can be sold on the auction house and crafted from an enchanter. This is one way in which you can actually gain extra value for this actual item. And another thing of note is that the items are used to craft a lot of old world transmog, which also sell very well on the auction house if you want to push it even further than that. Another side note for this item is because of it's an old world item, not many people actually farm it, so you shouldn't have that much of a problem in order to sell it overall, even with the auction house merge. I generally find that a lot of the old world stuff still sells relatively well, even with the auction house merge. If you want to find a route for this, then please feel free to check out Worth It, as it has all of the importable routes for all of the farms that it displays. But also failing that, if you do not wish to use Worth It, then I would suggest that you use the add-on Route Import Export, as we have the route import for you within the Discord, and all you have to do there is just go over towards the Discord and get the classic routes for you today. And to round out the 60 days of gold making, I will also recommend why not checking out my game Void, in which we're doing this to celebrate the release of Void on Steam. Check it out, it's worth a cup of coffee, and have a good time playing it. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say for this gold farm. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.